Hey y'all, we're back in my kitchen and I'm about to show you how to make a one-pot homemade hamburger helper. Now it's a Wednesday night, so we're kind of busy during the week. This meal is great. It's quick and easy. It's just one pot. You're making everything in one skillet. So let me show you what I have here. We have chicken stock, elbow macaroni, a pound of ground beef, some milk, medium cheddar cheese, garlic, onion, and salt and pepper. Just a few simple ingredients. And if you want to try this recipe at home, I'll have all these ingredients listed in the description below. So let's get started. Let's start with the onions. Let's get this chopped up. Now, if you don't care for onions, you don't have to use onions at all. You can just use onion powder for the flavor. So I'm just going to use a little bit of onions, and we're going to do like a small dice on the onion. And the best way to dice an onion is to, I don't know if you can see that, but we're going to slice it 1, 2, and 3. That's probably all we're going to use of that. We're going to put a little bit of oil in this pan to get the onions going. And your pan should be at a medium-high heat. Okay, we're gonna get this sauteed in the pan, then we're gonna add some garlic. So we just needed 1 clove of garlic because I don't like my fingers to smell like garlic. That should be enough. And if you don't have garlic, you can use garlic powder. Okay, we're gonna let this simmer a little bit and get this pound of ground beef into the pan. Let's go ahead and get the ground beef in now that the pan is hot enough. We just have 1 pound of ground beef, and I like to use the all-natural grass-fed beef. This should brown up in about 5 or 6 minutes. So once this gets browned up, we're going to drain off the grease. So I'll be right back. Okay, while that's browning up, we're going to shred our cheese. And I have here an 8-ounce block of medium cheddar. If you have mild cheddar, that's fine, or sharp cheddar. I prefer the medium cheddar. Take your cheese grater, and we're going to grate about 2 cups of cheese. Okay, I'll get this shredded up and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. The meat is nicely browned up. And if your meat is super lean, you may not need to drain the grease, but try to drain as much grease as possible because you don't need all that fat. And at this point, we're gonna go ahead and season the ground beef with a little salt and pepper. So just season this layer here. A little pepper. All right, that'll do for now. You can always add a little bit more salt and pepper later. We're at a medium heat, so we are going to add 1.5 cups of macaroni. So let's get that measured out. That looks about right. So we'll see, you didn't even need to use this whole box. So now you have pasta left over for another meal. Just throw that in there. And then to that, we're gonna add chicken stock. Now, if you have beef stock, you can use beef stock or vegetable stock, but I always have chicken stock on hand. So that's what we're gonna use today. So I have a 2-cup measuring cup. So we're gonna go ahead and pour the 2 cups in. Okay. Now, we're still at a medium heat. Let's go ahead and stir this all around. And then we're gonna add our milk. We have a 1/2 cup of milk. And then we're gonna put a lid on this and let this come to a simmer. 12 to 15 minutes, or until the pasta shells are nice and tender. We're not gonna add the cheese until the very end. So, it's looking good. Let me put a lid on this and we'll be back in 12 to 15 minutes to check on it. Okay, let's take a peek. See how it's going in there. You know, some recipes called for a little ketchup and a little mustard, a little paprika. And you can season this up however you want. If you want to add a little bit of a tex-mex spice, you can do cumin or chili powder. I'm just keeping it basic and simple today. Now we want this to come up to a boil, so let's go ahead and crank it up to high. Okay, y'all, it's been about 12, 13 minutes or so. Let's take a peek. All right, it's looking good. I'm gonna taste the pasta to see how done it is. All right, it's pretty hot. Okay, the pasta's done. So I'm going to turn the heat to off. See, that didn't take very long at all. Let's add the cheese. I'm just gonna sprinkle it in and stir. I think I probably grated a little bit more cheese than I need, so I'm just gonna add a little bit at a time. But you know what? The more cheese, the better. You can't go wrong with more cheese. Shredded cheese from a block of cheese actually melts better than a bag of shredded cheese. I always like to shred my own cheese. And the more this melts, the thicker it will get. All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna use every bit of the cheese. Stir that all around. And you can taste it at this point to see if it needs a little bit more salt and pepper. All right, we're gonna let this set up. And I'm gonna clean up a bit and get the bowl ready. Okay, let's see how it's looking. Well, it is thickened up nicely. If you want to add more cheese at this point, you certainly can. If you want to mix up your cheeses, go ahead and do that. You can use a Colby Jack, a Monterey Jack, a pepper jack even. That sounds good. If you like a little bit of a kick, pepper jack would be nice. You can just sprinkle that right on in there. If you have some picky eaters and you need to pick out the meat, it's easy to do so. This is a one-pot meal that I pretty much think everyone's gonna love. It's a nice bowl of comfort food. So let's get some in our bowl. That looks delicious. I don't know about you guys. If you serve this up with a nice side salad, you've got yourself a complete weeknight meal that I'm pretty sure everyone will love. Let's go in for a bite. Oh, it's so creamy and cheesy and yummy. Comfort food to the max right here. Y'all, it's so good. The pasta's perfectly cooked. I'm about to have 3 hungry kids walk in that door, and they are gonna say, "Hey Mom, what's for dinner?" I'm already gonna have it ready for them, and they're gonna be really excited and happy that they get a nice bowl of comfort food waiting on them. Serve it up with a nice side salad, and you've got a well-balanced meal. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this simple recipe. Please click like and subscribe for more of my videos. See you next time, y'all.